Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a video on the upcoming Cornucopia at Whistler. I think this is a wonderful event to go to, especially for locals. Whistler is close by. It's kind of slow season for Whistler, and it's kind of a season where there's a lot of rain in Vancouver. So it's nice to have something to look forward to. It's over 2 weekends, November 7th to the 17th of this year, and it coincides with Remembrance Day weekend. So there's one week there where it's a long weekend. So I'd like to go highlight some of the functions that have to do with wine that I would recommend. The nice thing about this Whistler Cornucopia is that it's not just a wine festival, it's also a food festival, and now they've added other things like a comedy component to this. And so it's a really nice thing to do, to get to go to Whistler at a time when Whistler's pricing is on the slow season, and so it's a little bit better. And then you have all these really nice events. I went to Whistler Cornucopia last year. I really enjoyed it because it's kind of quieter, and most of the time when you go up to Whistler for skiing, it's really busy. Likewise in the summer, when you're at an event, it's very busy. This is kind of a soft season, so it's kind of nice that you just enjoy Whistler in a very much more kind of tame and mild environment. So let's go through some of these. And if you look at my other channel, I will also be doing a video on highlight events only to deal with food. So there'll be some cross-referencing. Some events include food and wine and will appear on both videos. The Whistler Cornucopia starts off on November 7th, and the first event I'd like to highlight is a cellar dinner by Araxi with Poplar Grove Winery. It's November 7th from 6:30 to 10 p.m. and it's $229 a person. And when I look at these events, I always look at both the restaurant and the winery. And in this situation, they're both excellent. I was at a dinner last year for Whistler Cornucopia with Araxi, and I thought the food was exceptional. And Poplar Grove is also a winery that I can recommend, a BC winery that I think is very interesting and produces some great wines. Let's go to the next day, which is November 8th. Again, a number of great events. Another wine dinner at Araxi, which is on Friday, November 8th, starting at 6:30. It is a dinner with Burrowing Owl Winery. Again, Araxi is a great restaurant. Burrowing Owl Winery, for my viewers and subscribers, have seen that I've done previous reviews of their wines, and I think they're really doing some great stuff right now. Then there's also some drink seminars. In the daytime of November the 9th, there's one called Tantalizing Tuscany. And these wine seminars are really good if you want to learn something about wine. The Vancouver International Wine Festival also has these events when it comes in, and I really suggest that people take advantage of that. Personally, I don't find the big tasting events that useful because I find that it's really hard for me to kind of focus on tasting. It's a really fun event. It's a great date night. But for me personally, those events are too crowded and you really don't learn as much about the wine. I really like these events, which are really structured tastings. The first one I can recommend is Tantalizing Tuscany, which is going to be about Tuscan wines. The presenter is Paul Watkin, who I have taken other seminars with him, and I think he's very good at what he does. He's very clear, so I like that. The next one that I would suggest is another seminar from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Again, you can't go to all of them, but if you're there, and you might as well take advantage of as many as you can. It's a seminar on Chardonnay, Global Chardonnay Celebration. The presenters, I don't know. I've never taken a course from them, or I've never heard them speak, so I can't speak to that. But I think the topic is interesting enough that I would consider it. The next one that I would consider, another seminar at 4 p.m. to 5:30. And again, you probably won't want to take all three of these, but maybe two of the three of these. The next seminar is presented by Massey, the powerful armoury of Cerrego Alighiera. I really love Massey. I've met some people from that winery. Most people just know them as kind of a value producer, but they also produce some really high-end Amarones. And I think, again, I would be interested in that seminar. It's $56. All these seminars are $56. There's another seminar, which is very interesting because I'm always interested in Burgundy. It's at 4:15 to 5:45 on November 9th. It's Romancing the Bone, about bone wines. Burgundy is a really, really difficult region to understand, in my opinion. And so having even introductory courses are very useful. The next one that I would like to highlight is another wine dinner that night, which is on Saturday, November 9th. It's $189, which is a little bit less than some of the other dinners, but it's Wild Blue Restaurant and Unsworth Vineyards. I just attended a seminar with Unsworth Vineyards on their Pinot Noir. The winemaker was a speaker, and I thought he was very knowledgeable, so I'm really interested in that wine. It's out of the Cowichan Valley, which is a very interesting zone for me. That's where another winery that I really like called Blue Grouse is coming out of. And Wild Blue Restaurant is supposed to be one of the better restaurants in Whistler. I went there when there was a soft opening. I thought the restaurant was good, but I thought the managers were not very good, and they were not very organized. So I would be interested in going back to try out the restaurant. The next one I'd be interested in, it'd be Sunday, November the 10th, remembering that November 11th, Monday, is a holiday. So that would be a journey through the world of premium Japanese sake. That's at 11 to 12:30 a.m. $56. Again, it's really, to me, it'd be an interesting topic because I don't know a lot about sake. I'd love to learn more, and that's the nice thing about Whistler Cornucopia. It's not just about wine; it's about other things, food included. I'm only going to highlight the events that are actually, they're still available. Some events are already sold out, so it's, to me, useless to talk about them because they're already sold out. The next one I would highlight is on November the 14th, which is Thursday. It's Mekong. It's Tantalus dinner. Again, my criteria for these type of dinners is that I'd like to make sure that restaurant is interesting to me, and also the wine is making us interested. So that's the case. Mekong, I think, is a Thai restaurant. Never been there, heard it's really good. And then Tantalus wines, again, have some interest. I don't know a lot about them, but I think that would be very interesting. Then we go to November 16th, which has a couple of interesting dinners. First one is Il Caminetto and a tour through the wine regions of Sicily with Planeta. Again, it's $255, a little bit more expensive than some of the other dinners. But Il Caminetto is a really famous high-end Italian restaurant in Whistler. And Planeta, of course, is famous for wines from Sicily. So that would have interest for me. And then lastly, on that day, which is November 16th, the Saturday, is Rimrock Cafe and an evening with Black Hills Winery. It's $250 a person. I think actually that's a pretty good price because Rimrock Cafe is one of the top eateries in the Whistler. I've done a review on my other YouTube channel, Trophy Food Experiences, on this restaurant. Maybe I'll try and put it at the end of this video. And then Black Hills Estate Winery. They're famous for their Noto Bene. I haven't had it for many years, so it'll be a really nice thing to reconnect with that. And then finally, on the Sunday, there is a drink seminar held by a fairly famous local presenter, DJ Kearney, and she's presenting a drink seminar on Under the Super Tuscan Sun, so about Super Tuscans. And again, that would be of interest to me. It's $56. All in all, I think there's so much to see, and it's a great time to go up there. It's a great time to visit Whistler. For locals, it's a very easy drive up there. The snow is not there yet, so you know, it's not going to be dangerous or not difficult to get up there. And again, it's a soft time in the social calendar in Vancouver. It's really rainy, so it's kind of nice to have something to look forward to. If you have some interest in some of the other events, like the food events, I've got another video that's on just the food events, and those will have some also highlight some of the dinners because there's a crossover, and I'll try and post that actually at the end of this video also. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.